Have you checked your bank account today? Because some Social Security recipients across the country are waking up to a surprise, and it's not a scam, rumor, or outdated news. We're talking about a potential $8,700 boost that is already being processed for qualified individuals, and yes, it's directly tied to your SSA, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits. Now, before we go further, let's be honest. There's been a lot of noise lately online, confusing headlines, misleading updates, and rumors that leave people unsure about what's real and what's just hype. But this video is different. We're breaking down exactly what's happening right now, who is eligible for these increases, what the $8,700 figure really means, and how you can verify if you're one of the people already seeing changes to your deposit schedule or benefit totals. This isn't just about a COLA increase or a cost of living adjustment projection. This is connected to real-time adjustments, retroactive payments in some cases, and new deposit notifications that are going out as part of ongoing Social Security recalculations, especially for seniors receiving disability or survivor benefits. If you or someone you know is currently receiving SSI, SSDI, SSA retirement, or VA compensation, this update could directly affect you. And knowing what's coming next could help you avoid delays, missed deposits, or even filing errors that cost you thousands. So don't skip around. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through the facts, the payout timeline, and the changes the Social Security Administration just confirmed. We're here to give you the real story, without the fluff, and without wasting your time. Let's get into it. Now let's unpack exactly what's happening with this $8,700 figure that has so many seniors checking their deposits and calling their local SSA offices. First off, yes, there are legitimate increases and one-time adjustments being rolled out in certain cases. But before anyone gets too excited or too skeptical, we need to understand the full picture. This isn't a blanket payment that's being handed out to every senior citizen or Social Security recipient all at once. Rather, it's a result of multiple financial adjustments converging at the same time, and for many, it adds up to thousands of dollars in potential back pay, monthly raises, or corrected deposit amounts based on missed benefits, cost of living recalculations, or VA offsets. For some seniors, the increase is coming from retroactive payments. These are cases where the SSA determined that individuals were underpaid in previous months, sometimes due to a delay in processing updated income information, incorrect earnings records, or simply administrative backlog. When these retroactive benefits are processed, they often appear in your direct deposit as a lump sum, and yes, it can easily total thousands of dollars, especially if you've been waiting for more than 12 months for an issue to be resolved. The $8,700 figure that's circulating isn't imaginary. It's based on real payout amounts that people are actually seeing after recalculations, and in some cases, even after appeals or adjustments for disability status, survivor benefits, or delayed retirement credits. Now let's talk about the second major factor contributing to these boosts, the COLA, or cost of living adjustment. While many people have already received their COLA-adjusted benefits starting back in January, what's not often mentioned is that some recipients are still getting corrected COLA amounts now due to miscalculations or adjustments in their income levels, Medicare premiums, or changes in dependency status. That's especially common for folks on SSI or SSDI who also receive other forms of government assistance, like Medicaid or SNAP. In some states, benefit interactions cause SSA deposits to fluctuate, and when errors are corrected, a lump sum may hit your account months later. So if you've seen a higher than normal deposit recently, and it seems out of nowhere, it could be a delayed COLA correction that's now finally been resolved. For VA beneficiaries, it's a similar story. Veterans who receive both SSA and VA disability compensation are sometimes affected by offset rules, which can be complicated. But when those offsets are reevaluated, especially after appeals or claims tied to new legislation or updated medical documentation, the SSA may adjust your monthly payments and issue a back pay lump sum. For example, if the VA recently determined you were entitled to a higher disability rating dating back to last year, your SSA benefits may also get recalculated retroactively. When those payments land, they often come as unexpected deposits, sometimes in the thousands, depending on how far back the correction goes. This is where some seniors are seeing combined benefit boosts that are triggering direct deposits near the $8,700 mark. Another contributing factor, and one that's been getting very little attention, is the rollout of new SSA automation tools that are designed to detect underpayments and inconsistencies in benefits. Over the past year, the SSA has been modernizing parts of its internal system, meaning that certain long-standing cases of miscalculated benefits are now being flagged and adjusted automatically. That includes everything from over-withheld Medicare Part B premiums to incorrect earnings records due to old W-2 or SSA 1099 errors. These new tools are catching things that may have gone unnoticed for years, and when they do, the SSA has a legal obligation to pay you what you are owed. That's why some recipients, even those who haven't filed a recent appeal or complaint, are suddenly seeing large deposits with minimal explanation. The good news is, it's your money, and it's being returned. The not-so-good news is, many people don't realize what triggered it or how to check if they're next in line. That brings us to a very important question. How can you tell if you're eligible for this kind of boost, or if one might be coming your way soon? Well, the best place to start is by logging into your My Social Security account on SSA.gov. From there, you can review your benefit payment history, see any pending deposit notices, and look for messages related to corrections, overpayments, or underpayments. If you notice any unexplained fluctuations or unusual deposit amounts, it's a good idea to contact the SSA directly or visit your local office and request a full benefit statement. Don't assume a larger deposit is a mistake that will get reversed. In many cases, it's a valid adjustment, and you have the right to an explanation. Also, if you're someone who has had a major life change recently, like a new disability determination, a change in marital status, the death of a spouse, or a new dependent, it's critical to report that information to the SSA. These changes can have a significant effect on your benefit amounts, and in some cases, they can trigger retroactive increases. Many people don't realize that spousal or survivor benefits are often calculated based on income from both partners. If your spouse recently began receiving benefits, passed away, or had their income reassessed, it could change what you're owed. Again, these changes are sometimes delayed in processing, and when the updates finally go through, the back pay can be substantial. Let's not forget another key group being affected: low-income seniors who qualify for both SSI and state supplemental payments. These seniors often fly under the radar because their total benefit amounts are smaller, but when state adjustments or federal recalculations happen, their deposits can suddenly spike. In states like California, New York, and Florida, where SSI supplement amounts vary, seniors are receiving updated benefits based on changes to their rent, utilities, or even out-of-pocket healthcare costs. These smaller monthly changes might not seem like much, but when they're applied retroactively, say over the last year, they can absolutely add up to a few $1,000s. So what does all this mean for you right now, as someone trying to make ends meet in today's economy? It means that real money is moving, real deposits are hitting real accounts, and you don't want to be left in the dark. You need to stay informed, stay connected to updates, and review your SSA profile at least once a month, especially if you filed any paperwork in the last 6 to 12 months. The SSA is still dealing with major backlogs, especially when it comes to disability appeals, dependent adjustments, and veteran offset recalculations. That's why staying proactive is your best defense and your best opportunity to make sure you're receiving every dollar you're owed. This isn't about wishful thinking or viral rumors. It's about real-time changes to a system that affects over 70 million Americans. If you've noticed others talking about unexpected Social Security boosts or deposits, there's probably truth behind it, but not everyone qualifies. That's why this video exists, to help you understand who qualifies, why, and what steps you can take to stay ahead of the process. We'll continue tracking these updates from the Social Security Administration, and we'll keep breaking them down in simple, real-world terms. No scare tactics. No guessing games. Just honest, useful information that you can trust. So stay tuned, stay subscribed, and as always, check your bank account, check your mailbox, and check your SSA profile. Your next increase might already be on the way.